So you want to learn to sing, and you've been told that learning to sing requires learning classical voice. But you don't want to sing classical songs, arias and lieder. You want to be able to sing rock, pop, country, music theatre, all of the contemporary genres. Well, let's find out whether you actually do need to train the voice classically before you even get started on what you want to sing.
Sound check. Check 1, check 2.
Hi, my name's Dr. Dan. Welcome to Voice Essentials, where we develop your voice and improve your sound. And in today's video, we're going to tackle a kind of a thorny issue globally. And that is, should a singer, if they're wanting to learn to sing, always develop a classical technique? Well, you're probably not surprised to learn from me as a contemporary singing voice specialist that, in fact, no. Contemporary singers need to develop their voice with contemporary technique. Now here's the thing, when most people think about the difference between classical and contemporary, they automatically think about the repertoire. What's the song that I'm going to be singing? Is it going to be an aria? Is it going to be German lieder? Or is it going to be a rock pop 1980s pop ballad? And what's the piece of material that I'm going to be singing? Now here's the thing, when I approach the difference between classical and contemporary, yeah, sure, the repertoire's in the mix, but there are other major factors that determine the differences between the two and why a contemporary singer, those people who want to do rock, pop, country, some music theatre, jazz, they need to be taught with contemporary technique.
Sound check.
Let's highlight a few reasons why that might be the case. The first one is breath management. You see, with classical singing, a lot of classical teachers really teach quite a bit of volumetric pressure so that we have a really good sense of heightened airflow through the larynx. The idea of that is that it sustains a note. That's great. Here's the thing, for contemporary singing, however, that's actually going to often cause the voice to constrict. You see, when we have too much pressure sitting up under the larynx, our main muscle that has been activated in contemporary voice is what's called our thyroarytenoid muscle, our vocalis muscle, the muscle that dominates the structure of our chest voice, or what I refer to often as the shortened dominant sound, that full-bodied lower register sound. The second area, and this actually leads on from the first, is the registration, the way we create our sound. And so for a contemporary singer, often when they're in studio with me, I'm working the voice from low to high. I'm actually wanting to develop and strengthen the muscle I just mentioned, the thyroarytenoid muscle, so that it's dominant in the sound and it can transition later than what, for example, a classical singer would want them to do. A classical teacher is often going to work the voice from high down to low to strengthen the lengthener muscles, the cricoarytenoid and the cricothyroid muscle, the muscle that helps to lengthen the vocal folds out and thin them out so that we get a really nice head voice. Remember, there's no right or wrong here, it's just horses for courses. And so the third area I should say that we want to look at is also the way we structure our articulation. With contemporary voice, we're often driving the song by the use of our consonants. And if we're doing it well, we're not creating any backflow of pressure because the consonants are grabbing. But that being said, the classical singers are often structuring their voice around the vowels. Now let me be really clear. Both disciplines, classical and contemporary, are using both vowels and consonants, of course. We wouldn't be able to understand either if that weren't the case. But in contemporary voice, we're wanting to really allow the consonants to kick and pulse, and so that we get that really great rhythmic value. So there you go, there's three major areas that are going to be really helpful in you thinking about when it comes to you learning to sing. What, firstly, are you wanting to sing? What genre? Is it rock, pop, country? Is it classical? Then you've got to then really think about the task-specific technique that you need in order to actually develop that area of your singing.
Sound check.
So there you have it. three major areas of difference that differentiate between the classical voice and the contemporary voice: breath management, the muscular setup of your registrations, and the way in which we use vowels and consonants differently between the two disciplines. I know there are more differences between the two, and I want you to write in the comments below. Let us all know here at Voice Essentials, what are the differences that you've found in the development of your voice? Have you experienced the difference between having classical lessons as opposed to contemporary lessons? Leave a comment below and let us all know. And if it's your first time here at Voice Essentials, you are more than welcome. We would love to have you join us in our ever-growing global family. You see, here we learn to develop our voice and improve our sound, and we know that you would be a really valuable member of our growing community. But until I see you in the next Voice Essentials video, my name's Dr. Dan. Sing well.